Hello there and welcome to a new video for Age of Wonders 4. In this one I will guide you step by step through the faction creator of this game, and I hope by the end of this video you will be able to create the factions to your own liking so you can have some good fun with those fantasy realms. There's a lot of customization, so let's dive right into that and start with the physical form. Here we get to select how our species will look like, and this is going to be the basic skin of all your units. You also select a body and mind trait. These influence all of your units that come from your faction. So it's basically picking up which traits your units will all share. Since you can pick up traits from every species, so in a nutshell you can play humans that have the same traits like Ratkin, it doesn't matter which skin you here pick. Just pick your own liking and pick the traits to your own liking, and then you can either roleplay it all out as a Ratkin riding a unicorn, or you can optimize yourself as the skin that you want to play. It's up to you. You can totally define this to your own liking. This next screen here is defining the culture of your species, and this is where we select our units. You see those guys in the background will be the units that are connected to the culture that we are playing there. We also get access to certain structures that are unique to each culture, which emphasize a certain playstyle linked to each culture. And we also get access to a variety of different perks that are unique to every culture, emphasizing their playstyle even more. Like the dark culture is all about emphasizing evil alignment, whereas the high culture is all about emphasizing purity in whatever direction of a alignment and allocating stable and knowledgeable realms. There is something for every playstyle. Cultures can also be played in different playstyles, so select to your own liking, check out what kind of units you want to play, and at the end of the day, there is so much depth in every culture that I'd recommend just pick whatever seems cool for you and then explore it, and you will know more about that culture afterwards, because there's a lot of stuff behind each of these little text boxes that would really go way beyond what I can bring up in this little video here. So we're going to select this faction here, and you will notice that there's these little points behind that. That's affinity points. These reflect a certain bias towards a certain element of, well, I don't know. They are order, nature, chaos, materium, darkness, and astral, and they all come with unique passive perks that you are allowed to unlock if you have allocated enough of these affinity points. In a nutshell, this defines which kind of passive skills your empire will have access to in the end, and here it comes down to game knowledge. You are not restricted to what you want to combine. You can literally combine everything, and it's just like the more points you have in a certain direction, the faster you will come to the high-end, high-value skills, and the more you are spread out, the more different skills you will have access to, but it'll take longer to get to those really high-end, massive reward skills that are at the end of each upgrade road. Now then, I think that summarizes everything I know about this part of the creator.
What defines their society?
Well, let's get on over to the society traits. So here we select traits that will bring up even more affinity points. So here you can also select whatever you want to. That's pretty fun. And you can also select a lot of things that will have an influence on your units, on your empire, and every one of these society traits also comes with a starting bonus. Here we come also for the first time up with incompatibilities, you know? You will be not able to be a chosen uniter and a ruthless raider at the same time. Some things just cross out each other, and therefore here you should really try to check out what you picture your playstyle like and what kind of influences you want to have. And, well, this is a very mixed bag. I went on over this, and when I made this video I tried to summarize these things and I was not able to. In every one of these branches, there are skills that are good for various playstyles. Here, the nature affinity has adept settlers, which gives you a easy time in founding more cities, but you will find expansionistic traits in all the other areas as well. There's something for every playstyle in these, and at the end of the day, you select here a couple of extra passive bonuses and a starting bonus times 2. You get to select 2 traits. So pick whatever floats your boat and whatever goes well with your chosen strategy, and then we can head on over to the next tab. Here we are going to play just some plain old good guys. So
choose your first tome.
Now we get to select our first tome of magic. Tomes of magic, they are like skill books that also apply a passive bonus to you. So when you pick this tome, you will be able to research these 6 skills. You will have access to unlocking them, and you will also gain these passive bonuses. So this book would give us 2 points of order affinity more, access to the building abbey, and our hero could learn the mending touch ability out of that. Every tome comes with a distinct set of the same bonuses, like I said here. And here it boils down to what kind of playstyle you want to go for. There are so many combination possibilities up to this point. We can already mix and match so many crazinesses. We're going to go very linear here through with even more order affinity, because, you know, in doubt you can't just stack up the same more and more. It won't go that bad. The next step then will be our ruler's origin. Here we select either a ruler that has emerged from the species or a wizard king which seeks dominion over this realm. Basically, in a nutshell, the champion is better at building up more cities, and having good relationships with other free cities means this is a start that suits a expansionistic playstyle really well, whereas the Wizard King start is suiting a spellcaster heavy playstyle quite well, and the Wizard King himself also comes with the ability to allow you to cast twice in one turn. Once per combat, but it's a very mighty tool. In a nutshell, the Wizard King start is really good if you are out for the magic victory, because you will have a good starting frame for that. But I don't want to give you any wrong impressions. You can play whatever playstyle you want with either ruler, but I felt like the champion is really excelling at expansionistic behavior and the Wizard King with magic stuff. So when you select your Wizard King, you can also go for a really cool feature here. And when you're designing your ruler as a Wizard King, you are allowed to actually roleplay a different species. So you can totally enslave those elves as a rat or whatever floats your boat. We also get to select a lot of other things here. I don't want to go too deep into character creators because that is really quite self-explanatory. What's not so obvious or important to know, up here we select what kind of weaponry your hero will start with. You can either transform them into a infantry, into a burst charge fighter, ranged attacker, supporter, or magic attacker. Every culture comes with its own set of items here. So if we select a different culture, we get other items here at our disposal. So that is one thing. And here you can also select your logo and your colors. You get to choose how your species will look like. There's a lot of cool adaptations there, but you know, nothing that really has any gameplay influence. The gameplay influencing part here is this little tab, and that's pretty much it. So we're almost done, my friends. We now only have to finalize our faction, and then we are all set. So I hope this video helped you to understand all those little things up here. And I'd be really, really happy if you'd leave me a comment if you have any questions or anything you want to add or whatever. I love hearing from you folks. Also, be so kind, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed. It goes a long way in helping this video. And if you want to help this channel out, or if you're curious, just subscribe, hit the bell thing, and join on in. I'd be really, really happy to have you. There is also down there in the description box a link to a playlist with all my Age of Wonders 4 tutorials that I made so far. Thanks for watching, and a big thanks to all the supporters of this channel. You really can make a lot of things possible that weren't possible before. And if you want to join on in, check out the links to Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd give them a look, I'd be very, very grateful. And if not, take my thanks for hanging out here even after this boring ad roll. I really, really appreciate, and I hope you have a mighty fine day. See you soon.